tune it in the sun. This is TFM. Get ready to rock. From AM to PM. Come on. Let's talk.
TFM 95.4.
Let's talk.
Live on TFM and the TFM Facebook page. This is the live feed of TTV. Let's talk.
Hello and welcome to the Midday Update. These are the top headlines from our newsroom today. India's Prime Minister Modi hails late His Majesty's role in building strong India-Oman ties. Oman welcomes Saudi move to find solution to Yemeni crisis. Call to donate organs, save lives in the Sultanate. Oman reaches new hospitalization record. Hotel quarantine booking platform launched in Oman. Germany extends COVID-19 restrictions till April 18th, Easter to be held online. Gandhi Peace Prize to Sheikh Mujibur Rahman of Bangladesh. COVID-19 vaccine inequity catastrophic moral failure, says WHO. Oman's Royal Cavalry horse wins first place. Chelsea's Chilwell targets FA Cup Champions League titles. These were the top headlines of the day. Let's see how the weather condition looks like in the Sultanate in our weather update.
This is Maythal Shukeli with today's weather update. And at the moment, I'm standing outside the TFM studio in Al Khair. Before we move on to weather, here's our interesting fact for the day. A government study showed that a small thunderstorm held 33 million gallons of water. That is our fact for the day. Now join me inside the studio and we'll move on to weather. According to Oman Meteorology and Civil Aviation Authorities, there will be mainly clear skies in the Sultanate with dust-blowing winds over the desert and open areas and chances of late night to early morning low-level clouds or fog patches over the parts of Al-Wusta. And now let's move on and take a look at how the weather will be like in all the governorates. Muscat will be sunny, temperatures between 35 to 25 degrees Celsius. Musandam will be sunny, temperatures between 29 to 22 degrees Celsius. North Al-Batana will be sunny, temperatures between 33 to 22 degrees Celsius. South Al-Batana will be sunny, temperatures between 35 to 24 degrees Celsius. Al-Buremi will be sunny, temperatures between 35 to 20 degrees Celsius. Al-Dhahira will be sunny, temperatures between 35 to 21 degrees Celsius. Al-Dakhiliya will be partly cloudy, temperatures between 35 to 21 degrees Celsius. North Al-Sharqiyya will experience a sandstorm, temperatures between 34 to 21 degrees Celsius. South Al-Sharqiyya will be sunny, temperatures between 35 to 22 degrees Celsius. Al-Wusta will have a sandstorm, temperatures between 38 to 24 degrees Celsius. And the Far will be sunny, temperatures between 35 to 22 degrees Celsius.
Welcome back to TTV. You're watching Midday Update. Now, before we get into the details of the local stories for the day, let's see how the COVID-19 situation looks like in the Sultanate. The Ministry of Health officials has announced the registration of 4 death cases due to coronavirus in Oman today. This has taken the total death toll in the Sultanate to 1,633. The health officials have also extended their deepest condolences to the families of the deceased. Moreover, the Ministry of Health has also announced the registration of 836 new coronavirus cases in Oman today. The total cases in the country have now touched 152,364, including 139,846 recoveries, as well as 1,633 deaths. According to health officials, in the past 24 hours, 404 recoveries were also reported. The ministry has urged everyone to adhere to social distancing instructions issued by the Supreme Committee and the Ministry of Health. And now from a local desk. The late His Majesty Sultan Qaboos bin Said bin Taimur was a strong advocate of friendship between India and Oman, said Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The late His Majesty took special care of the welfare of the Indian community in Oman. I cherished my interactions with His Majesty and benefited from his wise insights on many subjects, said the Prime Minister on Twitter. His praise for the late His Majesty Sultan Qaboos bin Said bin Taimur came after the latter was awarded the 2019 Gandhi Peace Prize. The Gandhi Peace Prize 2019 being conferred on His late Majesty Sultan Qaboos bin Said bin Taimur of Oman is a fitting recognition of His Majesty's standing as a leader of remarkable compassion and of his contributions to furthering peace and prosperity in the region, the Indian Prime Minister said. The Sultanate of Oman has welcomed the initiative announced by the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia to reach a political solution to the crisis in the Republic of Yemen. A statement issued online by Oman News Agency said the Sultanate welcomes the initiative announced by the sisterly Kingdom of Saudi Arabia to reach a political solution to the crisis in the Republic of Yemen. It affirms that it will continue to work with the Kingdom, the United Nations, and the concerned Yemeni parties with the aim of achieving the desired political settlement that restores security and stability to Yemen in a manner that preserves the security and interests of the countries of the region. Now, organs donated by a single person after they die can help improve the lives of up to 8 patients suffering from organ failure, a senior official at the Ministry of Health has said. More need to be done to spread awareness of the importance of donating organs to help people in need, said Dr. Ahmed Al-Busaidi from the Ministry's National Organ Transplant Program. He said that a person wishing to donate his organs after death must educate him or herself about their intentions and take information from reliable sources. They must then discuss with their family and aim to correct any misconceptions about organ donation they might have. Once they have been convinced, the person in question must ask them to carry out their desires should something happen to the donor, which could include a situation in which doctors decide they are brain dead. He also said that the donation of organs by a person, either during their lives or after death, is a noble act that helps save people's lives who lives in danger. Since 2017, 293 patients have undergone kidney transplants using organs donated by their relatives, and a further 17 were donated by people who wished to give their organs to others once they died. 11 patients have also undergone their liver transplants since then. However, these figures represent a very small number of patients who require transplants. There are in Oman some 3,000 patients who undergo regular hemodialysis because they suffer from kidney failure. Families can choose to donate the organs of their clinically deceased relatives if they are over 18 years, in keeping with legal procedures in the country. More efforts must be taken to intensify the awareness of organ donation, both while donors are alive and after their death, explained Al-Busaidi, who went on to list the laws governing organ contribution and transplants in the country. These are regulated under Ministerial Resolution number 179/2018, which set the conditions for people donating organs while they are alive and even after death. Article 4, which states the conditions for a living donor, mentioned they must not be minors and must be fully capable to donate organs. The donor must also have a relation up to the 4th degree with the recipient. However, non-relatives can receive an organ if needed urgently once this has been approved by the relevant committee. Article 10, which governs donation of organs from deceased persons, state that they can only be donated if stipulated in their wills. Alternatively, organs and tissue transplants from deceased persons can be carried out with the permission of their guardian. The second criteria for donations from dead people is that deaths should have been conclusively proved. The Sultanate of Oman has recorded the highest number of hospitalization since the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic, with more than 70 patients admitted within 24 hours. Dr. Adil bin Suleiman Al-Khurusi, who's the head of the intensive care department at Khawla Hospital, said to Oman TV that in the current situation, the number of COVID-19 cases and the ICU cases are increasing. The epidemiological curve is increasing as well. Within a month, the hospitalized cases doubled from 171 to more than 356, and the cases at ICU increased from 59 to 104 cases, an increase of 76%. The number is concerning as for the first time since the start of the pandemic, 74 people have been hospitalized within one day. On the vaccination front as well, a record was made as the number of vaccinated people reached over 100,000 as of yesterday. Aisha bint Khamis, who's a senior nurse at Khawla Hospital, said COVID-19 cases are on the increase as the number of hospitalization are increasing day by day. As a medical team, we are at risk and psychologically and physically disturbed and are in fear of contact with the outside community. We cannot even visit our family. People arriving in Oman can now book rooms for hotel quarantine through the Sahala platform, which was launched on Monday to make it easier for those entering isolation during the COVID-19 pandemic. The platform will be run by the Relief and Shelter sector of the Ministry of Social Development in collaboration with other authorities. Under current regulations, arrivals into the country must compulsorily enter institutional quarantine. And people are only allowed to board their flights to Oman or presenting a negative PCR test taken up to 96 hours before takeoff. Another PCR test is taken on arrival at the airport, while a further test is taken on the 8th day of the isolation period. Before flying, passengers need to complete traveler registration and hotel bookings through the Sahala platform and print the completed traveler registration form, said an advisory from Mushrif, the Omani company that has set up the platform and oversees quarantine process in the country. Passengers also need to download the Tarassut Plus coronavirus monitoring app and the Mushrif app, which helps track people under quarantine. Passengers can also complete their form on www.covid19.emushrif.om by selecting the traveler registration option. The advisory also said that make sure you have the following: your travel document, which could be passport or Omani national ID or Oman residency card, and a debit card or a credit card for online payment. The hotel reservation charge is separate from the registration fee. The registration portal allows you to register for yourself and your accompanying travelers, for example, your family members. Please keep a soft or hard copy of your payment receipt once you have completed the payment. This receipt needs to be presented at your port of entry upon arrival. Results of the COVID-19 PCR test will only be available upon verification of an Omani phone number in this registration form. You may add your phone number later, otherwise you can view your results on the Tarassut Plus app. Talking about the Sahala platform, all Oman arrivals coming into the Sultanate starting from yesterday at 2 p.m., which is next week, 29th March, shall book accommodation in hotels and institutional isolation via the Sahala platform, the Civil Aviation Authority said in a circular issued this morning. A statement issued online by the Civil Aviation Authority said, based on the decisions made by the Supreme Committee for dealing with coronavirus and with the reference to the circulars issued by the Civil Aviation Authority on 11th and 15th February 2021, and in coordination with various departments, the Civil Aviation Authority would like to inform travelers arriving into the Sultanate and or airlines into the Sultanate of the following. Number 1, all arrivals into the Sultanate starting from 2 p.m. on Monday next week, 29th March 2021, shall book accommodation in hotels and institutional isolation via Sahala platform. Exemptions to categories mentioned above in the two previous circulars are still applicable. Number 2, airlines are responsible for ensuring that the passenger is holding a confirmed booking via the Sahala platform. And number 3, all other requirements are stipulated in previous circulars remain valid. This was all from a local desk for today. It's time for us to take a quick commercial break, but stay tuned as we have more updates coming your way from International Desk.
Oman's largest online supermarket now has no minimum order limit. From grocery to household items, Rafiq has everything that you want. Enjoy worry-free shopping with over 8,000 products to choose from and get it delivered straight to your doorstep. Rafiq, You order, we deliver.
It's about time we kicked COVID-19 out of our lives. Join us on TTV Outline every Monday and let us learn how to fight COVID together. Welcome back to TTV. You're watching Midday Update, and now from our international desk. German Chancellor Angela Merkel on Tuesday extended COVID-19 restrictions till April 18th, including strict Easter lockdown that will be held online. Following a discussion with regional heads of further steps to respond to the spread of the novel coronavirus disease, Merkel said that the quarantine in Germany was extended until April 18th, whereas related restrictions would be toughened during the Easter period, which will be on April 1st to April 5th, reported Sputnik. According to the German Chancellor, the decision was made to toughen the isolation regime on April 5th and April 1st to April 3rd were declared days of rest. Religious meetings for Easter in the Roman Catholic and Protestant churches, which will be on April 4th, will be held online, reported Sputnik. Bangladesh has said that it is an honor for the country and its people as Bangu Banda Sheikh Mujibur Rahman has been conferred with Gandhi Peace Prize 2020. On Monday, India announced that Bangladesh's father of the nation Rahman for the Gandhi Peace Prize. In a statement on Monday, the Bangladesh government said that the award is a befitting tribute to the ever-deepening Bangladesh-India relations. The award is also a befitting tribute to the ever-deepening Bangladesh-India relations in a year when both countries are jointly celebrating the Golden Jubilee of Bangladesh's independence, the statement read. The Bangladesh government said that the honor assumes special significance on the 50th year of Bangladesh's independence, when the country is on the verge of becoming a developing country through political, economic and social transformation, the foundations of which were laid by Bangabandhu. The announcement of the award comes ahead of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's much anticipated visit to Bangladesh. It is his first foreign trip since the outbreak of coronavirus. Now, Michael Ryan, who's the executive director of the World Health Organization Health Emergencies Program, on Monday said that the inequitable COVID-19 vaccine distribution was a catastrophic moral failure and a failed opportunity. Speaking at a virtual press conference from Geneva on Monday about the recent rise of cases in Europe, which is up by 12% in the last week, Ryan stressed that there was no golden solution to end the pandemic. He said that many countries have the strategy to get enough vaccine and push enough vaccine to people, assuming that the COVID-19 pandemic would be shaken off with vaccine rollouts. I am sorry, it is not the case. There are not enough vaccines in the world and they are distributed terribly inequitously. In fact, we have missed a huge opportunity to bring vaccines on board as a comprehensive measure. It is not only a catastrophic moral failure, but it is also an epidemiological failure, Ryan said. Global infections rose up in the last week. Among the most affected places was South Asia, which saw a surge of 49% in the number of cases, with India taking the bulk of the rise. Another hotspot was Western Pacific, with the Philippines accounting for most of the 29% increase. Meanwhile, the gap in vaccine procurement between richer and poorer countries is growing every single day, warned Tedros, who's the Director General of the WHO, at Monday's press conference. As the world is struggling to contain the pandemic, vaccination is underway in an increasing number of countries with the already authorized coronavirus vaccines. Meanwhile, 264 candidate vaccines are still being developed worldwide, 82 of them in clinical trials in countries including Germany, China, Russia, Britain, and the United States, according to the latest information released by the World Health Organization. Once again, it's time for a quick commercial break, but stay tuned for more updates from a sports desk.
Oman's largest online supermarket, now has no minimum order limit. From grocery to household items, Rafiq has everything that you want. Enjoy worry-free shopping with over 8,000 products to choose from and get it delivered straight to your doorstep. Rafiq, you order, we deliver.
It's about time we kicked COVID-19 out of our lives. Join us on TTV Outline every Monday and let us learn how to fight COVID together. Welcome back to TTV. You're watching Midday Update. And now from a sports desk. Royal Cavalry's horse Jabalani, under the supervision of horse trainer Ibrahim Al-Hadrami, secured the first place in the competitions of the fourth round race held at the racecourse of Abu Dhabi Equestrian Club. The fourth round, organized for a distance of 2,200 meters, was allocated for Arabian thoroughbred horses. Horse Jabalani, which maintained the first place, was followed by horse Jawal Al-Raif for owner Saif Al-Mazrui and under supervision of horse trainer Ahmad Al-Muhribi. The third place was secured by horse Wadi. The fourth round of the race was one of the rounds that have seen tough competition among 14 horses holding international rating. Chelsea's Ben Chilwell has expressed a desire of winning FA Cup and Champions League titles and exuded confidence in his side, saying it is 100% possible. In Premier League, Chelsea are currently placed in the fourth position with 51 points from 29 games. The table toppers Manchester City are too far ahead to be caught easily, as Pep Guardiola's side has accumulated 71 points from 30 games. However, Chelsea can still target silverware this season in the shape of the FA Cup and the Champions League. It is not something we are not talking about at the moment. We are taking it week by week, and the manager has made it clear that it is what we need to do. We need to keep improving every week in training and going into every match with the same mindset we have been having at the moment, Chilwell added. Chelsea will next play against West Brom in the Premier League on April 3rd. With this news, we have come to the end of the episode for today, but stay tuned as we'll be back again tomorrow with more updates and latest news your way. Keep watching TTV.
You've just heard the live feed from the TTV studios on TFM 95.4. Let's talk.